Okay. Hope everyone can able to see my screen now. So to begin with, okay. So let me give me a minute. Okay, so to begin with, to let me to recall the things which we had learned in the past classes, and we will be learning some more new things today. And I'm going to explain you all of those details. Okay, so what are the things that we had learned for the last class? So we had learned about how to create an email marketing account, and we had learned about how to create a simple email and how we can able to shoot it to a mass audience, right? And then apart from this, what we had learned is we had seen about how to create a beautiful template quickly using the Mailchimp, right? I'm sorry, just a minute. Okay, awesome. So I think you all can able to view my screen now. Okay, so to have a quick recap, so what are the things that we had learned yesterday? We had learned about how to create a email marketing account, and we had learned about how to create a simple email and how we can able to send it to a mass audience using the email marketing platform. Then what we had seen is, we had seen about how to create a beautiful template, email template, and how to send it to the people, and how we can able to possibly able to reach the inbox segment of the audience rather than not to the social media or to the promotion segment. Okay, awesome. And now, so what are the things that we had planned for today? So today we are going to create a new beautiful template specifically for your business or specifically for your interest area, and we are going to create along with the video module, and we are going to create along with the image module, and we are going to do it practically today. And before starting our practical session, we are going to see some more additional segments. We are going to see some more things, which are associated with the email marketing segment. And once after that, we are going for the practical session, which we are going to have it on email campaigning using a new and beautiful template. Okay, all right, awesome. So now, to start with, today we are going to see something like how to make a scheduling and how to make a auto emailing. Suppose for an example, we had created an email and we want to send this email after 2 days, so that is what we call it as scheduling. Okay, and suppose for an example, if someone has registered in our form, someone has registered in our website, and we want to send an automated email immediately, so that is what we call auto emailing. So auto emailing, we do not require to do anything in that particular segment. When someone submits the form, immediately an email template will be triggered and an email will be sent to the particular audience. So that is what we call it as auto emailing. Okay, and then what are the other things that we are going to see today? So we are going to see about if we are running an email campaign, so what are all the data that we can able to possibly view, about the audience and about the email and about some of the link clicks, etc. So those are the things which we are going to see for today. That comes into analyzing and reporting. Okay, then so what is the other thing that we are going to see today? Suppose for an example, if we have a email campaign, that email campaign we are planning to send to the audience, only to the audience who had opened the previous email campaign. Suppose I had sent to a bunch of around 20,000 audience in the email marketing. Among these 20,000 audience, let us assume that 3,000 audience had opened the email. And among these 3000 audience, let us assume that 400 audience had clicked the link which is available inside the email. So in that case, I would like to send one more email, basically specifically only for the audience who had opened the previous campaign. Okay. So, and suppose for an example, I want to send an email only to the audience who had not opened the email. Okay. So these kind of emailing based on the segment of audience and their behavior, that is what we call it as segmenting email. Okay. So this segmented email we can able to send to the audience, particularly to a audience database who had made an action on the previous emailing. Okay, awesome. Then what is the other thing that we're going to see? So the next thing what we're going to see is about the landing page. Okay, we are about to create a new landing page, and in this landing page we are going to have a sign up form. Okay, so this sign up form, when someone comes and reaches our landing page, we'll be offering them to provide us a name, phone number, email ID, and if we require some more data, like for an example country, city, or comments, something like that. Okay, so we will be embedding this form in the landing page, and from this form we will be collecting the contact details of the audience who are visiting the landing page. Okay, awesome. So these are the three things, I mean these are the four things that we are going to see today, and after that we will be jumping into creating a new template using the Mailchimp account, whatever that we had seen yesterday. Okay, awesome, that's great. So now let us explore the first chapter, which is scheduling and auto emailing. To begin with, I'm going into the email marketing platform MailChimp.com. Since I already have an account, I'm directly going to log in. Okay, so this is the front page, and where the page, which dashboard, which I can able to see the overall data about the audience and contacts that we have in our email marketing platform. Okay, and now we are going to see the scheduling part, how to schedule an email after a certain period of time. Okay, so that is the thing that we are going to see today. To begin with, before we are going to schedule an email, first we have to create a email, right? We have to create a emailing campaign, right? So for that, what we're going to do, we are going for the create option. In the create option, we are going to choose the first option, that is create a new email. So after choosing the email, let me to give the campaign name. The campaign name can be scheduled emailing. Now we are going for the begin option. Okay. So by default, the audience segment, whatever that I have in the particular platform, it will be taken. So that is what it has been mentioned here as app mobile solutions, and it is around 286 recipients whether already in the database. Okay. And apart from this, I'm going to configure the from address. So it's about add from. So from, I'm going to change it to info at digital marketing consultant dot online. Name Tanika is fine, and in this particular to address right now, it's a kind of testing email. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a single email. So I'm just going to create a new email here. Okay, so it's my email ID which I had created here. I'm going for the bill segment. Awesome. So I'm one recipient is going to be getting the email, and I'm going for the save option. Okay, so now I have only one recipient that I'm going to send this scheduled emailing. Okay, and now the from address has been filled, and the subject is the one thing that we are going to write it now. Thanks for um receiving the scheduled email. This is a scheduled email. Save. Now, to create the content, I'm going to create a quick email content, and I'm going to do the scheduling option. I have chosen the simple text email template. Okay, so I'm going to write it here as hi everyone. I'm going to write it here as the test email. Okay, and the footer, let the footer to be like the same, not a problem. And now I'm going for the continue option. Okay, then so what do I have? So right now I have the two options. One is schedule and the other one is send. If I give the send option, the email will be sent immediately to the audience, whatever the who are all there in the audience segment. And the other option is schedule. So the schedule option provides us the option to configure which date our email has to be delivered. Okay, and along with that we can configure which time this particular email has to be delivered. Okay, and as of right now, this is a particular space which can be optimized or used only by the premium audience. So that means we have to go for a subscribed module in order to run the scheduled emailing. Okay, but the option is we are going to choose the particular date that we are going to schedule this email, and we are going to choose the particular time on which we have to send the email. Okay, so these are the two things that we're going to configure using the scheduler campaign option. Okay, awesome. And now the next thing what we're going to see today is auto emailing. Okay, so how to do a automatic email. So if we want to create an email, and that email has to be triggered automatically when some particular action has been taken in a landing page or something like that. So okay, so how shall we able to create an automated email that can be delivered immediately once a person has been particularly filled up the form through our landing page or through our website? Okay, how shall we do that? So for that, what we are going to do is we are going for the create option, and we're going for the same, that is email option. And among this email, instead of the choosing the regular option, we are going for the automated email. Okay, so in this automated email, what we have is the email options. That is like, are we going to send email subscribers when they are tagged? So in that case, when someone has we picked up some of the audience using a tagging option, then we can able to send an automated email. So what is the next thing? Welcome new subscribers. Introduce yourself to people when they sign up for the audience. Suppose if they had filled up a form and say they had signed up, so then we can able to create a automated email for the users as a new subscriber. So then what do we have? So the next thing what we have is, celebrate with an exclusive offer or cheerful message that sends based on the birthday field in your audience. So in our audience segment, if there is a birthday field and we had filled up the audience birth rates on that particular date, an automated email can be sent wishing them happy birthday or something, something like saying that make some cool offer during this birthday, etc, etc. So these things, we can able to configure with the automated email. Then so what do we have? So we have the help contacts keep up with your blog by sending new posts straight to their inboxes. Suppose, if we had created a blog post, so once whenever a blog post has been created, immediately we want to shoot an email to all the people who are there in our database. So that is possible with the help of share blog updates option. Okay, so we don't require to create a separate email whenever we had created a email content. I'm sorry, blog content. It can be automatically sent to the audience. Okay, all right. Then what are the other options do we have? So we have the option for turn on an abandoned cart email. Send a friendly reminder to people who leave your store without checking out. Suppose for an example, if someone had, you know, uh, came for the e-commerce platform and they had not purchased it, but instead they had came till the something like add cart option. So in that way, in that particular place, we can able to send an automated email only for the audience who had not purchased it. Okay, so that is what we call it as abandoned cart email. Then what do we have here is the enable order notifications. Suppose for an example, if there is some persons who had made the purchases, we can able to send them an automated email saying thank you for your order and this is your receipt number, this is your shipping details, and etc etc. Okay, so these are the options that are available in the featured segment. And among these, what we are going to do right now is we are going to create an automated email for the audience who has subscribe new to our platform. So how shall we do that? For that, we have to choose welcome new subscribers option. Okay, so what do we have here? We are going to create a new email, and here the campaign name is to be single welcome email, not a problem. And I had option to choose an audience, and audience segment is app mobile solutions. So when some new contact has been added in through any of the method, through any of the landing page, an automated email will be sent to the particular person. While it is loading, let me to check out if there is any queries from your side. I can able to clarify. So no queries. Okay, that's great. Okay then, so a new email has been created, and we have the option to send it immediately. Otherwise, we have the option to send after 1 hour, after 6 hour, or maybe even after 1 day. Okay, so right now I'm going for the immediate option. And then what do I have here is the from address which I'm going to configure, and the subject line whatever that we are going to create, and the content whatever that we had created. Okay, so it is almost like sending an email, but the difference will be once we had created this email will be triggered whenever we are going to create a particular audience new contact database in the particular segment. Okay, and we have to once it is done, what we have to do is we have to give the option start sending, and that is all we have to do for an automated email that we are about to send for a custom audience. Okay, since I had already created a kind of automated emailing, I do not wish to create one more email in this chapter, because creating multiple emails will create some disturbances, and as well as the audience might feel something like irritated. So we this is but we had seen about how to create an automated email, and let me to show you how a data will be there for an automated email. Okay, so in this particular campaign option, I have the option to view emails, automations, landing pages, ads, postcards, and etc. etc. So right now I'm going for the automations option. So in this automation option, I had created multiple emails. And one thing you can able to notice, whenever someone registers and if we send some email, the open rate is very high. Okay, so it is about 60%, and it will be something more than that, because sometimes we used to register on behalf of the clients. Suppose if it is not there, we'll be having a higher percentage of open rate for a sign up email. Okay, so that means people are reading the emails, but only they will read if that is beneficial for them, otherwise they will not be reading it. Okay, so our email has to be in such a way that it is beneficial for them, so that we will be having a higher open rate. Okay, awesome. So now there is one email which I had already configured for sending. So whenever someone has newly registered, an automated email will be sending to them. Okay, awesome. So now what are the data that are available here? What are the data that we can able to get from an automated email, or from any email? Those data we are going to see using the viewer report option. Okay, then that's great. So there had been totally around 244 subscribers who had sent the who have for whom the email has been sent, and among these audience, we have around 59.5% of audience who had opened it, and among the people who had opened the particular email, the link which we had inside has been clicked by 4.8% of audience. Okay, all right. Now And we have some more data, like for an example, audience average is 12.3 percentage and industry average is 13.8 percentage. So this is what is the difference, the average of what is it, marketing open rate and click rate which is happening. So for us, we are almost nearby the industry's average. And for us, the click through rate is, click rate, people who had clicked the link inside, it's somewhat, we are almost around the 20% higher than the market's average. So what are the data we have? There is around 135 people who had opened, 11 people clicked, 14 bounced. So bounced in the sense, among the total for 244 people, something like 17 people has been bounced by because of over delivery, or maybe like the audience uh, mailbox is full, something like that. Okay, for some reasons the 17 cases has been bounced. Okay, so here we have some more data about the monthly performance, how we are doing for the overall rate. And we have some more details, like like the same way, how if you are sending a welcome email, how many opens and how many clicks and how many sales. Okay, awesome. So these are the data that we can able to check out while we had sent a email campaigning. Okay, awesome. And now, so let me to check out if there is anything left. Okay, so one thing is what we are going to see is segmenting an email based on opens and clicks and non-opens. So how shall we do that? So right now I'm going to show you how to send an email only to the audience who had opened the email. So for that, what I have to do is I have to go for the audience segment, and I have to go for the audience dashboard. Okay, so there is a total of 288 audience who are available in this particular data. Okay, and we can able to see each and every data with the contact rating. Like if there are some two rating and three rating and four rating, uh, so two rating, three rating, and four rating. Based on that, our contacts strength will be increased. Okay, so that means those contacts has been opened the link for multiple times. So let me to show you an example. So this particular audience, or this particular the contact had received the email on July 12th, and by which form feeding we had added the particular contact, and we had sent an email automatically and immediately, and the contact had immediately opened the email and seen by July 12th. Okay, and then we had sent a promo email on the date of something around July 28th. The particular promo email has been opened twice, and inside that, the link has been clicked one time during the July 28th. Okay, and then what do we have here is, on July 29th, we had sent one more invite. So, regarding the 1 hour free session, for an example, this email has been reached by 10:21 and has been opened by 10:22. Okay, so this is the data about the audience, who is available in our contact database. And by this, we can able to understand there are audience who makes particular action on the email. Okay, particular action on the email. So how we can able to configure the audience based on particular action through which we can able to send an email. So here we can able to see the option called segments. Okay. Okay, so in this segment, I had created an audience segment based on through which we can able to I had configured based on the landing pages. Audience who had came to a particular landing page has been provided with a tag mark and a segmentation which had been mentioned with a particular contact details. Okay, so here I had created an audience for the people who are interested to learn the digital marketing as a free, like that, from the Nigerian audience. I'd collected a database, and those data were available here. Okay, so here I'm going to send the campaign only for this particular segmented audience. So how am I going to do that? So I have the option for sending a campaign option. By directly sending this campaign, I can able to by choosing the send campaign and an email campaign, I can able to shoot a email. And the other thing is edit segment option. So this edit segment allows us to configure the audience based on their activity which has been done on the particular landing page. Okay. So as I had previously configured, all the contacts whoever matching the scenario, who considers who are the sources sign up source and was from the landing page webinar on digital marketing for free. And similarly, there are a lot of landing pages that I had created. I can choose any of the landing page that I would like to add. Okay, suppose if I had added, so I had chosen something else. Okay, and then I have the end option. So end is helpful for us to configure for a one more loop. So people who are signed up for the form, but only the people who are whose status is subscribed. Suppose if there are some people who are unsubscribed, so I do not want to send the email to those audience. So I can able to configure that people who had subscribed, only those audience I would like to send the email. Okay, so I have the option for people to send the email only to the unsubscribed people or non-subscribed people, or something like cleaned bounced email or something. But mostly we will like to go for subscribed audience only. Okay, awesome. So this is what we can able to do with the segmentation process. And once a segment has been created from the audience, it will be having an updated number. And what we have to do is we all just required to send the email to the particular segment. So here I can able to see all the email segments whichever I had already created. So all what I have to do is I have to choose a particular segment. After choosing the segment, all I have to do is I have to send the campaign option, send campaign, and choose an email campaign. So once I had chosen an email campaign, so it will be asking me in the place something like how we had created a new email. So it will ask me to choose from address, subject, content, and all we have to do is the same thing like what we had seen for a creating a new email. And all we have to do is just we have to send the email, and that's all. We will be sending the email only to the audience segment whom we had created. Okay, awesome. And then so what do we have is the landing page creation. So to create a landing page is something like a website page. Okay, the page which we are going to have it inside a already existing website. Okay, so for an example, instead of creating a landing page, let me to show you the landing page which I had already created, and that landing page will be available here. Okay, so in this particular campaign option, I can able to choose. I can able to find the option called the landing pages, and these landing pages has been configured as a campaigns, one of the campaigns. And now I can able to see only the landing pages that I had created. Okay, only the landing pages that I had created using the landing page creation option. And I have a separate link for the landing page. So if we look closer into this particular landing page, let the landing page to get loaded, and let us see how this landing page has been created. And we have the option for edit this particular landing page, so that we can able to see how this landing page has been created and how it looks like. So landing page creation is something similar to how we are going to send an email. But instead of it asks for the place called sending id, senders, and etc. We can choose the page title here using the edit page title option, and url here, so we can customize the url here. If you want to add something more like hyphen 123 etc, it is possible. Okay, so by this way we can able to configure the url. And what we have here is the audience and tags. Suppose if someone in this particular landing page had filled up the form, so where do we require the contacts to be saved? So right now it has been configured to add the contacts to the app mobile solutions, and to add a tag which has been mentioned as 1 month course. Okay, so that we can also send an email specifically and separately to the contacts which has been configured as 1 month course. Okay, awesome. So then what do we have here is the content. So content is the place where we are going to edit the landing page. Okay. Hope you can able to associate this particular landing page creation with something else, and that is something like similarly how we had created a email, how we had created an email template. Okay, the same way we had been create, we can able to use and create a landing page as well. The options were almost everything is almost same for how we had created the email template. Okay, so it has some data about creating a place where you can able to create the text. So the place where you can able to edit the content, and the place where you can able to edit the columns. There are two columns. This is what we call as boxed text, and I had given the configuration to two columns in the settings option, so that is why it has been shown in the two columns. Okay, then what do we have here is something like this is the place where we had added using the option something like a video URL along with the video caption. Okay, I had given the caption and I had given the style in such a way that the caption portion can be in the left hand side, and the caption the left caption width can be of half of the size. Okay, so that's what the configuration that I had given for this video. And then what do we have here is this is another video attachment. So simply using the video content, we had included the video URL. By this way we had created the video material which can be played directly in the landing page. And this is a video, and this is what we call it as the image gallery, image tool which we had created. So we have around four columns where we can add the image. Along with it we can able to have some text as well. Okay, but as of right now I do not use any of the text. I just added the images, and you can able to add the text if you require. So this is what I had used it with the creation of image group icon. Then what we have is here is the form. So this is the form option which is available here. Okay, so I think the form option can be added only once, and that only once I had already added. Okay, so right now this is the form option which I had created, and it has the options like name, phone number, email ID, comments, and etc., address, and etc. And we can create an additional field in this particular segment, and we'll be seeing how to create additional formats and etc. On the upcoming courses. And here you can I had given the referral option as enabled. So that means without filling up this referral form, they can't able to go for the submit option. Okay, so now, so this is the form, and form has some more details as well. Suppose if somebody has some given the submit button, so what should the next action to be taken? Shall I send them to the website, or shall I ask them to go for a confirmation message? If it is a confirmation message, so what is a message? So this is a message. So the message has been created here. Okay, the content has been created here, and I had included a button, and some more details about the content has been provided here. So by this way, we can able to configure the data whichever is required once they had made the submit button. Otherwise we can redirect them to a website. And this is something similar, a boxed text where I had created the text and image with a link which has been provided. And that's how this particular column has been created. And the rest of the things you might be knowing, it's an image come text module, and columns and buttons, and the text, columns, buttons, images, right? So this is how we can able to make a landing page on a full-fledged manner. And saying it in simple, the creation of email template and the creation of a website landing page template, both are almost same. Okay, awesome. So now we have some limited amount of time, around 15 minutes we have. So in this 15 minutes, let us do a quick action on how to create or how to implement a YouTube video, and how to implement an image, and if it is possible we will implement a sign up form. Okay, and then we will quickly complete the email template and we will launch it. Okay, awesome. So guys, hello everyone. So please share your screen and let us start creating a new email template with the help of adding a YouTube video and adding a image in the email template. Hi everyone, please share your screen so that we can start creating the email templates.
I am on online. Sorry, I am live with the mobile, so I don't think so. So I can have a screen sharing for the.
Okay, understood. That's absolutely fine. Today it's just a demo
So,
session for you. You can be on hold, ma'am, and we can have the session from Monday onwards through the laptop.
okay, okay, thank you.
Awesome. Okay, so Prithvi and Prashant. So if you are sharing the screen, we can have the practical session about how to create a YouTube quickly because we are running limited amount of time. Else, we can go for a quick session on additional chapter and we can wind up for today. Okay, then fine. So let us do one thing. Let me to explain you some more details on a particular chapter, and we will wind up for today. And probably my screen has been frozen. Okay, understood. It's fine, Prithvi, not a problem. Okay, so let me to explain you something more, and from there, we will wind up for the today's session. Okay, so what is the additional chapter that we can able to see for today? In the email marketing chapter can be. Okay, it's anyway. It's finally it has been loaded. My screen has been stuck up for some reason. Okay, so now we are going to see the segment called integrations. So what are the things that we can able to do as an integration with a MailChimp? Suppose for an example, we are running a CRM like Bitrix 24 or HubSpot or anything, or something like some funnels we are using like ClickFunnel, Fire, etc. So when some data has been come to the marketing funnel, those CRM platforms, we can integrate with the MailChimp in such a way that the contacts can be shared with MailChimp as well. If some automated action has to be taken for those particular activity, that is possible. Okay, that is possible with the help of integrations. So what are all the integration opportunities we have? So one is we can integrate with Facebook for the leads, and we can integrate with Google for the advertisements, and we have something like Survey Monkey for the the people who had submitted their forms in the Survey Monkey, and we can integrate with Twitter. And there are a lot of other e-commerce platforms were also available to integrate with Mailchimp. So let me to have a quick overview about what are the things that has been we can able to possibly able to integrate. And one of the important tool is the WooCommerce, which we will be usually using with WordPress, and similarly the BigCommerce, which we will be using with the WordPress. Okay, then we have some other options like Magento 2, and etc are available. We have the integration options with website builders like WordPress and Squarespace, and some custom website. If you want to integrate with some custom website, that is possible. Okay, awesome. So and now let me to connect with the Adobe Photoshop for designing purpose. Okay, so what are the options that we have with this kind of uh, what is the what is the help that we can able to get from the Adobe Photoshop? Suppose for an example, if we had created, if we are if you upload an image and if you want to make some editing options, if we make some editing, or if we had created an image in the Photoshop, and if we had made the save option, immediately that particular image will be posted into the Mailchimp. So that is possible. Okay, so Adobe Photoshop is a offline tool and which can be connected online, and from which when we had created an image, like I'm working on the Adobe Photoshop and I had created an image, and once I had saved it, the image will be uploaded to the Mailchimp automatically, so that we do not require to export and upload the image again and again. So directly by Adobe Photoshop we can able to upload the image to the Mailchimp. So even if there is any change, we can directly make it in the Photoshop, and by just making the save option, it will the particular data will be transferred to the Mailchimp automatically. Okay, awesome. So these are the the primary integrations that are possible to be done with the Mailchimp. And apart from this, there are some API configurations which were available, through which we can able to integrate as whatever the the CRMs that are available. But practically these can be done with the help of something like people who can able to help us in creating a Mailchimp API API integration, something like that. Okay, for those purpose we will be hiring a developer for the integration purpose. So these are the other places, other things where we can able to integrate with the Mailchimp. Okay, awesome. And this
For the
is
mhm.
yes.
I want to know that there is for the email campaign, only MailChimp is the website which is being used.
I'm sorry, Mailchimp.
MailChimp is only the website or app which is used for the email campaign.
No, actually, we have a lot of mailing platforms available. One is Mailchimp, and we have Mailjet, Mailgun, GetResponse. There are a lot of mailing platforms that are available. But Mailchimp is one good tool which we can use it for the learning purpose. So Mailchimp can help us to understand, and there are a lot of features which are available for free, so that for the learning purpose, this is a good tool for the people who want to test the emails and etc. It provides 10,000 emails at free of cost, and 2,000 contacts can be added at a maximum level. So that can help the people who are learning email marketing to learn with the bigger and higher exposure.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, awesome then. Fine. All right, all right, guys, and hope this session would be excited. This session would be an excited session for you all, and it's good enough for spending the time here for today. And we will meet up by Monday, and Monday on the chapter SEO, the first new chapter on the digital marketing segment. And thank you very much for joining us, and we will meet again on Monday.
So one more thing can I ask?
Yes.
That during this course,
Hmm.
can we actually be able to launch our own campaign,
Of course, you can able to
like
launch.
self
Yes, side by side. Of course, you can able to launch your own campaign. That is what the previous
in this? Sorry.
true, true,
So we
true.
will be reviewing the
Hmm.
designing of the things which we write it over there,
Of course, of
or it
course.
will be our own.
No, no, no. You will be doing it by yourself. Whatever the session in the during the session time, you are going to practice. Suppose for an example, Google Ads. While we are creating, we are going to create for the business name, whatever that we will be having, you will be having. And apart from this, if in the other segment, if you want to create a Google ads or something, you'll be doing it by your alone, but once you are done, you can able to bring it for the review purpose, or if you have any doubts, you can clarify with me. So something like you will be learning something like, right now you had learned the email campaigning. So might be tomorrow morning you'll be practicing on creating a new email template and sending it to the people. So in that particular chapter, if you have any doubts, you can get back to me. Otherwise, if you had sent an email template, and if you want me to have a review whether everything is fine, that can be done during the evening session.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. Fine then. Hope if there is any other questions from your side, team, so you can able to ask. Otherwise, we can wind up for today and we can join by Monday. Okay then, fine. Yes.
Right. Thank you.
Okay then, fine. Thank you very much and have a great night. Good night sleep. Take care.
Okay.